Camera 4?
It's on 4. Something's not on. Do you want to run a break?
See the camera on?
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on 4.
Is the camera on?
What do you mean?
Do you have power on the camera?
It's the red light's on.
That means it's not on.
Okay. Well, I don't know your camera. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the pregame show brought to you by Recruitlings. Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich. It's the Kennedy Cup, Game 1, as Benet Academy taking on St Rita. They split the season series 1-1, but the bad news is for Benet, it is a 1-1 tie, but St Rita was winning that game 5-3. Then their leading goal scorer, Antonio Gentile, got kicked out, ejected for fighting. Benet scores 3 unanswered, including the game winner in overtime. They snuck by the little bit of their chinny chin to win that one 6-5. Then they got dominated in game 2, 6-3.
Yeah, I mean, a win's a win. You'll take it however you can get it. But that is going to be an important note for Benet to keep Gentile in track when he comes out on the ice. I mean, it's playoff hockey. Anything could happen, and I'm ready for it, partner. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously for St. Rita, Gentile has to avoid fighting and being kicked out of the game because with him in the game, St. Rita scored 4 unanswered goals to make it 5-3. That game was here at Seven Bridges. Then he left. Benet scored to make it 5-4. Then they had the extra attacker, so they were just shooting it on net, and it was from a bad angle, and it went past the netminder and Morgan, and then Dusek with the 1-on-0 breakaway goal in overtime to win 6-5. In game 2, they dominated 6-3. What's it going to take for St. Rita to pull off the upset yet again today?
Yeah, I think they've been a team that's shown some inconsistencies all season, but I think the big thing is that they have to come out and establish that they want to win this game, really get that sense of physicality, be aggressive, and get the momentum swinging in their way. We've seen both of the games that they've played against Benet this year be high-scoring affairs. It's really whoever's going to win, guns blazing, who's going to win that shootout. If either team's able to establish that early, I think they're going to take it home today.
Yeah, I think St. Rita's going to win this hockey game 5-4. Benet has just not looked that good against the St. Rita team. Got dominated the last time they played. Before that, here at Seven Bridges, just barely won 6-5. But if they lose, then they got to go on the road to Southwest Ice Arena, win that game, and then come back here on February 10th for a do or die. It's a best-of-3 format. This is the quarterfinals. It's their home ice, but it's also a Benet team that lost 5 in a row before winning against Hinsdale Central.
Yeah, super vital for Benet to come out here and get a win today because as the 3 seed, they're going to host Game 1. They would be away Game 2, and if necessary, they could come back here for Game 3. Definitely don't want to go down 0-1 and then heading away from your home ice.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We're going to take a break. Pre-game interview coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Alex Dentice, sophomore, center, class of 2026.
Alex Karras, sophomore, defense, 2026.
Ava Christensen, junior, goalie, 2025.
Ben Ciesla, junior, goalie, class of 2025.
Cade Rosenthal, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Carson Stone, sophomore, left wing, class of 2026.
Danny Quinlan, junior, right wing, class of 2025.
Davin Frasco, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Evan Petratos, junior, center, 2025.
Gavin Murphy, junior, left wing, class of 2025.
Hudson Hollweck, junior, right wing, 2025.
Hudson Schlie, junior, center, 2025.
Jack Vought, senior, left wing, class of 2024.
Gary DeWilkins, senior, left wing, class of 2024.
Jimmy Cannon, junior, defenseman, 2025.
Joel Koehn, freshman, goalie, class of 2027.
Gianluca Dicosola, junior, center, class of 2025.
Luke Alpeter, sophomore, right wing, class of 2026.
Michael O'Rourke, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Nick Calandra, senior, defense, 2024.
Nico Dicosola, freshman, defense, 2027.
Nikolas Hensel, sophomore, wing, 2026.
Tommy Dusek, junior, center, 2025.
Tommy Rogowski, freshman, defense, class of 2027.
Vinny Porro, junior, left wing, class of 2025.
Coach Andrew Schlie, 15th season, graduated St. Rita High School in 1990.
Drew Tierney, 16th year coaching for Benet, 2003 grad.
Ross McKay, goalie coach with the Benet Redwings for over 10 years.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome to the pregame show brought to you by Recruitlings. Kyle Smith along with Jon Grzbek from Benet Academy as Ben's about to take on St Rita in Game 1 of the Best of 3 Kennedy Cup. You guys split the season series. You won here against St Rita 6-5 in overtime. They dominated you the last time 6-3. What went wrong in Game 2?
They just got a lot of momentum on us, and what we talked about for tonight was just one period at a time, one shift at a time. We have no records right now. What happened in the past doesn't matter. There's no scoring leaders right now, and everything starts at 0. So, fresh start for us. I don't take a lot of weight from last game. I think our kids are ready to go.
An interesting stat I saw on CCHL.us is Hudson Schlie. We all know he can score, but he's also second on the team in penalty minutes. What's it going to take for him to be heads up and avoid the penalty box tonight?
I think actually the beginning of the year was more. He was more penalized than the end of the year, so I think part of that came with little hockey maturity. And his value to the team is not to be in the box; it's to be out of there. So the end of the year has been different story for us in comparison.
What's it feel like? No more losing streak. Big win against Hinsdale Central in your last game.
That was we had some takeaways. We had some ideas for that game. And Hinsdale Central is not, nothing to take anything away from them, but they're not St Rita, and it's not a Kennedy Cup, and it's not a playoff game, so a little different atmosphere for us.
Got to find a way to slow down or shut down and do that tonight.
We have their numbers, and we know their players. We played against her for the last couple of years. Really great player, and sometimes you don't need to shut him down. You just make sure you're on the offense against him.
Final thoughts for people.
It's the reason that we practice at 6 a.m. It's the reason we do off ice twice a week. It's everything. And you as a player, when you leave a school and you go to college, are defined from playing in the Catholic League if you won that cup. So it's everything. And I don't take that lightly. My biggest wish is to give every kid that plays for us a ring, but it doesn't always happen. If our kids have the heart and the passion and they want the want, we'll get it done. We've got a good team.
That's Jon Grzbek, and we'll find out who wins this one. You're watching St Rita against Benet Academy here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information. Seven Bridges Ice Arena, Woodbridge, Illinois. It's Benet Redwings hockey versus St Rita. Live stream brought to you by Recruitlings. Here we go.
Good evening, everybody. Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich as St Rita in the white, blue, and red will take on Benet Academy in the red, black, and white. And Parter, they split the season series. Benet won in overtime here, then on the road at Southwest Ice Arena. In their last game not too long ago, St. Rita dominated the Benet Academy Red Wings.
Yeah, and what a chance for both teams to come back and make the statement in Game 3, the tiebreaker of the season. 2 words for you, my friend: playoff hockey. No better place to settle the score than in the Kennedy Cup playoffs. I know we're in for a great one, and everybody at home, I'm sure, is ready for it to start.
So here we go, face-off, taking the face-off for the St. Rita Mustangs was Consiglio, but it's won by the Red Wings near their bench. Trying to play it is O'Malley, and then back over to Bennett's end. Trying to play with it was Hensel, but he lost it, and now picking it up is St. Rita in their own territory, sending it off the boards as Benet will steal. O'Rourke sends it into the zone, and getting the start between the pipes is Aducci. Now played right now by St. Rita. It's played by Abernethy to neutral ice. Big hit by Hensel as St. Rita will have to play it in their own territory. Taking it now is Harkins. Harkins past the center line, now past the blue line. His shot very wide as Ciesla gets the nod today between the pipes for Benet. Bad pass, easy steal. That shot, and O'Rourke got a piece of it as they can't carry him straight back. Over and picked up by Schlie. He'll backhand it out. That would be high stick if it was touch. Will play on as Gianluca plays it and sends it up near the right wing side. So some early forecheck pressure by St. Rita, Andrew, but Benet got it out of the zone fairly quickly.
Yeah, we spoke about it early on in this pregame show. We wanted to see St. Rita come out here and be aggressive to establish the tone, get some momentum going their way early. Looks like they're doing that right now as we see a big hit from Benet on the St. Rita player.
Yeah, huge hit off the boards as Benet Academy looking to keep up the intensity. That shot swinging a miss on it as now taken away by Willett, but he was hit hard into the boards by Quinlan. Gentile picks it up. That's the guy to watch out for, partner. He scored in a lot of different ways this season, that centering pass, as he was trying to feed Vari. Another guy to watch out for. 9 goals and 7 assists coming into this one. Check off the boards. It was last touched by Benet. Will we get a penalty? And if it is, what a break for St. Rita early on.
A lot of energy on both ends of the ice for both teams right now. This arena is already buzzing just with all the fans here for this Kennedy Cup playoffs. We're not going to see a penalty. We will get a face-off in Bennett's zone, though.
That was close, but no penalty was called. They say it went off the netting, very briefly touched it, and then Red Wings win the face-off.
Yeah, good break for Benet there. St. Rita definitely applying that pressure.
And now Benet after it, deep into St. Rita's zone. Porro was after it. Harkins gets it back as Harkins. Nice pass over to O'Malley, sends it up. Now played by McIntyre. McIntyre trying to send it in deep, but stolen away. Getting away that passing lane was Alpeter, and then off the boards, out of play. We stopped play at 14:46.
We talked about the last couple weeks, Benet has been able to get the opportunities, get a pretty open-looking shot at the goal. We've seen them do that a couple times, the swing and the miss earlier. A couple other times they've had it near the goalie spot, right near the crease. Look for them to continue to push that pace as they try to just put shots towards the net.
Nice face-off win by St. Rita as Tracy had it briefly. Over to the boards after it was Gutkowski. Back into the Mustang zone. And they like to do that, partner. They like to pass it in between the slot. They better get a lot of velocity on that pass or it's danger, danger for Benet Academy to capitalize. Played by the netminder, and he'll freeze it up.
Yeah, do not want to be making those slow passes in between the slot, right near the crease. You get a successful back check from St. Rita, it could spell trouble on the other end for Benet.
So Dominic Aducci gets the start between the pipes as you see him on camera there. Not surprising, partner. Much better goals against average than Brendan Morgan this season. That shot blocked. Now over to the corner. And it was off to DeWilkins. Skate, if you're wondering, more games played for Aducci. Played in 13, 8 for Morgan, and Morgan got the start. Huge hit delivered by O'Rourke as he sends Abernethy to the ice, and Benet steals. DeWilkins with it. DeWilkins, as he was trying to get it in stride to his teammate. but just couldn't get it over that time to Karras. And then back over to Cannon. He sends it off the boards. And it's trying to find DeWilkins. He was after it, played by Swan. Now over to neutralize. Schlie, his no-look backhander right on target to DeWilkins, as they have a beautiful chemistry this season between 85 and 8. That shot blocked over the head of Aducci. Schlie will play no-look backhander out in front. And partner, I don't love no-look passes like that, especially when you have an opportunity behind the net.
Yeah, you saw what Hudson Schlie was trying to do and trying to set him up, as we see him do some nice moves behind the net right there. That's the guy that you want to keep the puck out of his hands if you're St. Rita. We'll see if they can continue to do that as this game goes on.
That shot, just wide, was off the stick of Dusek. Back over to the corner as it's sent back to the point. That shot, it's saved by Aducci. Dusek gets it back to the point. Wrister blocked. Almost a breakaway after it, and has to get back into the play quickly as Calandra, now played by Vari. Vari takes his time. Shot. And Ciesla got a piece of that. Finds its way near the hash mark. Benet trying to break it out. On the pinch attempt is McIntyre. And then back over to the corner. Calandra. Slow-moving puck off the boards, and then finds its way to the blue line. Benet with it. Trying to stop and start. Instead, Dusek sends it into the zone. And now trying to break it out is St. Rita. Mustangs have it. Bad pass. Benet stays onside. Trying to get the shot on that and does. Good pad save by Aducci, and then back over to the point. Shot blocked. Beautiful block by Gianluca. Back over to the corner. And now played by Gentile. Drilled into the boards. Porro got a late push. No call. And then back into Benet's zone.
Very impressed with Bennett's defense early on. They seem to be able to get back on these potential breakaway opportunities, get themselves towards the puck in front of the goal, and stop St. Rita from really getting a clean look at the net. Very impressed with what they've done so far.
Yeah, you're right. St. Rita, now look, there's more shots on goal in favor of Benet versus St. Rita right now, but Mustangs are doing a good job. There's one shot, then they break out the puck very quickly. Right on target on the pass, but just couldn't cleanly accept it. And off the skate, into the zone, and just a bad break. O'Rourke was not ready for it. St. Rita, two-line pass attempt, read well by the Redwings. Couldn't touch it, otherwise it would have been offside. Remember, delayed offside, no more automatic offside, and that'll be icing against the St. Rita Mustangs.
Both teams really pushing the pace early. We're only a couple minutes into this game. The energy is quite palpable. We're going to see face-off right in front of us down here. And my friend, playoff hockey is not letting us down so far.
Sure isn't. I mean, this is why St. Rita has created problems for Benet. A lot of teams, it takes them a while to get out of the zone. St. Rita, it's one shot off their netminder, and then bam, they're getting it out. It's a different style that Benet's not used for. Not played that well by Aducci. That was getting a little bit uneasy for the coaching staff for St. Rita, as the Mustangs not happy that there was not a penalty against Benet. Look, partner, if you're going to call a penalty there, you got to call it the rest of the game.
Yeah, you want to see the refs be consistent, and with the amount of fans in here that jeered at that call, or no call from the ref, rather, I'm sure they'd like to see the same.
Right, yeah. A lot more Benet fans here tonight than St. Rita, but St. Rita, they're in droves tonight. Dentice had it briefly, and off the skate, they play advantage. Two-line pass, right on target. Stop and start move. That shot, good save by Ciesla. Back over the corner. O'Malley fired it on net, and then back over to the slot. Benet trying to get it out as it's played right now by O'Rourke. He tries to send it up. It's still inside the Benet zone, and after it was a couple of players near the bench, Vought has to get a line change, and then back over to neutral ice. Right on the tape. Can't get it in deep yet, as it's played right now by O'Brien, and then back over to neutral ice. Here comes DeWilkins. His shot. Glove save, but couldn't finish the glove. It's loose. Picked up by St. Rita in the slot. Partner, they are fearless. Even when that puck's in the slot, they don't panic. They accept the pass, and they take their time breaking it out.
Despite Bennett's relentless attack, you're seeing St. Rita really come with an answer to it and get it to their end of the ice very quickly. I mean, it's almost like Benet didn't even get that shut off in the first place. They were already down on the other end.
You know, some teams, oh my gosh, it's in the slot. We got to ice it, or we got to get it to the boards really quickly. St. Rita, they have confidence in their players and the speed of their players to just do a clean breakout regardless of where the puck is. That puck's in the slot. Sends it up in the air. Now played by the Redwings at neutral ice. Past the run line, off the skate, and sending it off the glass. Aducci will not freeze. Instead, it's played by Willette. And another ice against St. Rita. That's something they're struggling with, though, partner. Way too many icings against the Mustangs.
Yeah, with how we've seen Benet already come out here try and get shots on goal as fast as they can. You really want to try and limit their time on that end of the ice as much as you can. You know, St. Rita, their play style, it's aggressive in itself, trying to come back from the defense. That's how they were able to defeat number 1 seeded St. Ignatius. They actually defeated them, gave them 1 of their 3 losses, but they also fell to the last seeded Mount Carmel Caravan, giving them their only win of the season. You've seen St. Rita do a little bit of both this year.
Yeah, beating the best and losing to the worst. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times for St. Rita hockey.
Very well said. Yeah, I mean, they're coming out here. None of that matters now. They're going to play the best hockey that they can, and they've been doing so through this first 7.5 minutes of the first period.
So I think it's a newbie doing he's doing the Jumbotron today, as we have 2 shots on goal for each team. That I do not think is accurate. I think there's at least 5 for Benet. But time of possession has been pretty equal between the Red Wings and the Mustangs. Off the boards, as it was last touched by Willett. Near the blue line, that shot by Swan does not go anywhere, and then back over to the corner. Benet trying to break it out near the hash mark, as that puck's not loose yet.
Got a rugby scrum.
Give it another second, then they'll have to blow it dead. You hate to do a face-off because it's really advantage St. Rita if there's a face-off there, because they can get a line change, get new players on the ice for a face-off. That's why refs just try not to blow it dead, even when the puck can't get out quickly off the boards like that. Here we go, a board battle. St. Rita desperately trying to win it. Rosenthal put a body on a player, and then over to the hash mark. Spinorama on a beauty that time by Vari. Vari still has it. Vari, his centering pass, read well by the Red Wings. And Aducci has no choice but to play it. He'll send it up. Beautiful pass by Aducci. Now Gentile with it. Gentile, his shot, very wide partner. St. Rita, they've had limited opportunities, and they're going to be even more limited if they can't get the shot on net.
Yeah, absolutely. You really haven't seen one come close. Benjamin Ciesla down there hasn't really had to work all that hard because not a lot of the shots are coming right to him. He still looked good on that end of the ice when they've come towards his way, but St. Rita's really got to test Ciesla and this Benet defense a little bit more.
That shot block, good job getting in the way of that shot by the Red Wings. It was off the stick of Tracy. No ice. Oh, there is an icing. I lied. I'm a liar, as it's icing against Benet. You know, what else can we say, partner? Look, we love doing our job, but let's give a thanks to Eric Radji, who does the great job of getting this equipment set up for us.
Eric, thanks to you. He's manning our camera, too, over there. He's got a great view of our face-off down on the other end of the ice.
Face-off was won by Benet. Losing it was O'Brien off the glass, trying to send it off the boards. Quinlan trying to get it out, and it's off a Benet player on the bench, and we'll reset play at 7:54. No score. No really advantage for either team. For Benet, they're getting opportunities, but St. Rita, let's give them credit, partner. One shot, and they're breaking the puck out quickly.
Yeah, and a lot of that got to give credit to Dominic Aducci, the man in the goal. Got his glove on one puck already, and every time he's been able to at least get a block so that St. Rita can get it out and get going.
Near the St. Rita bench, Nolan O'Malley sends it in deep. On the dump and chase is O'Brien at the corner. Loose puck in the slot, and McIntyre was the closest Mustang to it. Trying to backhand it out, and then off the boards, as you can sense the frustration that time from Dicosola, but no icing as it did not go all the way to the other end. Losing a stick, still with it is O'Malley, and O'Malley will play it past the blue line. That shot, Ciesla with a save, no rebound. It's good job Benet clearing out the potential garbage goal. At the face-off circle, that backhander goes very wide, then going after it is Consiglio, back over to the other corner. Vought calls for the pass. Instead, it's a fake pass to Vought. He now gets it. He'll backhand it out of the zone. Now to neutral ice. O'Malley with it. O'Malley from tape to tape. It's now played by Consiglio. He sends the puck up past the stick of Abernathy. Picked up by Benet. Retrieved at the hash mark. Now accepted at the blue line. Puck obtained near the red line by Richie Glenke. As Glenke plays it, played off the puck well. Checking him that time was Hensel, and then over to O'Rourke. O'Rourke, who got the start today, plays with the puck. He'll stick handle it past the center line. He's drilled into the boards. Big time hit by Richie Glenke.
There's that physicality that we're talking about. Playoff hockey brings out the best and worst of both teams, and we're seeing that physical presence come out for St. Rita right there.
Yeah, you got to be careful, though. Wide open man in front. Oh, just couldn't get that shot on that. Always got to have your stick down, partner, at all times.
And we've seen a couple slow-moving pucks head through that slot area for Bennett. They've been lucky nothing worse has happened to them. It's still a 0-0 game, 6 minutes to go in the first period.
Christopher Vari slow to get up. Oh boy, that's bad news if you're a Mustang fan. We talked a lot about Antonio Gentile, but you could make the argument Christopher Vari is their best assist man, the guy who runs this offense. 7 assists for him. He's slow to get back to the bench.
Yeah, second most points for the Mustangs this year in league play. Definitely not what you want to see when offense has been a key point of their matchups against Bennett this year. You're going to need guys that create offense. Having that guy not in the game is going to hurt down the stretch.
Guys to look out for, Nolan O'Malley with 7 assists. Can he step up? He's a defenseman, though. Partner, I mean, the way this game's going, look, we got a lot of hockey left. 17-minute periods, of course, but it's 0-0. Could we see a 1-0 game tonight? It certainly looked like it thus far.
Maybe eat my words about the offensive battles they had. Looks like we might have a little bit of a pitcher's duel, as they call it.
Yeah, goalie battle. Still with it is Gentile. In the slot. Bennett trying to get it out. They can't. At least for now. O'Brien was after it. Now near the red line. At center ice. Trying to send it up and does. Nice lead pass over to O'Brien. O'Brien lost it. DeWilkins on his stick. He'll stick handle with it. O'Brien, nice toe drag. Breakaway. Oh, what a poke check at the last second by Aducci. Another chance for Bennett. Breakaway shot. Oh, just too high. Back over to Dicosola. Dicosola did not get a stick on that. We play on. No high stick. Gets it out of the zone. Oh, my goodness. Aducci with a beautiful play. And the second chance couldn't get it on net, Andrew.
Oh, Bennett continuing to be relentless. What some pretty moves that we saw from Jeremy DeWilkins going down right in front of the goalie. Got to give credit to Dominic Aducci, though, because the score remains 0-0.
Great job. And the way he just waited, he forced DeWilkins to make one more move and then just poked at it just a little bit with the stick to make sure he got the puck and not the legs of DeWilkins.
Yeah, one of the traits of a goalie that I feel is not discussed that much is the patience you have to have sometimes, because a lot of it is waiting for things to happen to you, like when the puck's coming in.
Correct.
But being patient when someone's giving you moves like that and still being able to kind of read him, know where the puck's going to go, a very underrated trait that you want in front of your net.
Yeah, he's played pretty good this season. The GAA is below 3.3 coming into this one. He's not Benjamin Ciesla good, but he has been good a lot of the time for St. Rita, and that's why they're going to him in this game one. Look, that shot, a save by Aducci. I think this game's bigger for Bennett than St. Rita. Look, nobody wants to go down 1-0, but if you're going to go 1-0, at least you get to go back to your home ice. And look, they almost beat Bennett here at Seven Bridges. Last time Bennett was at Southwest Ice Arena, it was not a good time for them. So for St. Rita, if you can squeeze by with a victory, yeah, great. That shot, it's in the net. Hudson Hollweck breaks the 0-0 tie with a big goal inside the post.
There's that relentless Bennett attack again as we see them celebrating right along the boards in front of their home crowd. A beautiful setup off of St. Rita missing the puck into the boards. Right into center ice, and the puck's in the net. 1-0 Bennett.
That was a beautiful goal, partner. And Hudson Hollweck, look, he's been pretty quiet offensively through the second half of the season, but that's one way to get back on track. A huge goal, the go-ahead goal thus far. You could almost sense it. St. Rita, they were having trouble getting shots on net, and when you can't capitalize on your forecheck and you're constantly on the back check, eventually you're going to give up a goal. And offside, as it's against Gentile. And look, Aducci has played a great game, but he can't do everything for his team.
Yeah, when pucks are flying your way pretty consistently, you can only stop so many of them. He's done a great job so far, and I'm sure he'll continue to do a great job, but just too many shots on goal for Bennett. One was bound to get through.
That face-off won by the Red Wings over to the blue line. Nice job getting in the way of that passing lane. Hudson Hollweck with the go-ahead goal thus far to the blue line. Dicosola. Porro after it now. It's at the corner. Jedlicka out behind his own netminder. Sending the puck up. Intended target was Vari. They'd love to see it. He is back into the game. Assistant captain in Dicosola taken off the puck by Willett. To the hash mark. Tapped back into the zone by the Red Wings. Mustangs have to go all the way from behind the net to break it out. Nice hit by Alpeter to the corner. Alpeter almost stole it in front of Aducci. Backhanded into the zone.
I think you were sensing Benet smelling some blood in the water, being very aggressive on this forecheck as they do make a line change here. They have another chance with the puck in their zone, though. Let's see what they do with it.
Vought after it. Vought, nice hit by Jack Vought. The fans behind him loving it. Tapping the glass in approval. To the corner. Jack, actually that's Dentice sending it in deep. Out behind. Dentice shot saved by Aducci. No look backhander. That shot saved by Aducci again. Knuckle puck now to the hash mark. Dentice. And Bari gets a piece of it. Calandra looks tired, hand up. And oh boy. This is what Bennett's been doing lately, partner. They get a lead, and then they commit a penalty.
One of the worst ways to relinquish a potential lead. Putting somebody in the penalty box when you have the chance to extend it, maybe by a couple goals, make it a multi-goal game. Do not want to send somebody into the box. Let's see who we have heading into the sin bin. Looks like it's going to be Alex Karras.
Look, he's the enforcer. And you live with it. If you're head coach Andrew Schlie, he's going to pick up the intensity for your team. If there's a cheap shot against one of your players, that shot goes wide off the faceoff. But if there's a cheap shot, he'll get revenge. But also he'll go into the box. He leads the team in penalty minutes. That shot, Ciesla is after it. Rebound try, is it in? Goal awarded, St Rita. Goal awarded for Nolan O'Malley. We're all tied up, and you could sense that happening, partner. Bad time for Alex Karras to commit a penalty. Not that there's ever a good time, and we're all tied up at 1.
You have a cause and effect. Alex Karras going to the box could not have held Benet there. I mean, him and Calandra have been great on defense on that end of the ice, preventing St. Rita from really getting clean looks at the net. Unfortunately, when he's not in the ice, he's not out there to do that. St. Rita coming back with a goal to make it 1-1. Still 2.5 to go in this first period.
That one hurts if you're a Benet fan. And Alex Karras, look, he's going to work on that, and he's going to do his best to make up for his mistake.
He's an enforcer. He's going to enforce, and that's exactly what he did. There's still a lot of hockey left to go in the game. We'll see where this takes us.
There's a legally way to enforce, but look, penalties are part of the game. These are high school kids. Bad things are going to happen sometimes. Even in the NHL, bad things are going to happen. If you want to be great, you got to rise above it. And if you want to be great, it's not a sometimes thing. It's an always thing. So for Benet to be great tonight, consistency is the key. Face-off, 1 for the Red Wings. Looking to avenge that penalty kill. DeWilkins sets it up to the trailer. Schlie in the slot. Instead, Schlie will regroup near the blue line. Turnaround shot up in the air. Hensel had it briefly. Now to the blue line. Schlie again. His shot blocked. Beautiful job by Glanke getting a piece of that. O'Rourke after it. As it's on his forehand is regrouping is Benet. And how about that? From one penalty to another, it looks like St. Rita wants to make mistakes as well.
One of the worst teams to make that mistake against. We know Benet is absolutely amazing when it comes to the power play. When you give them an extra skater on the ice, they are sure as hell going to throw shots towards the net. We have a St. Rita player down for 2 minutes in the box. Can Benet capitalize?
Yeah, that's not what you want if you're the coaching staff for St. Rita, and it's going to be Richie Glanke, number 19, into the box. Face-off won by the Red Wings. Only goal for St. Rita was scored in the power play. That's a block shot. It was off the skate of Jedlicka. Now to the corner. Off just past the stick. Trying to get out is the captain in Harkins. Now back over to the blue line.
You see St. Rita still trying to be relentless in getting it out of their own zone, even if it is in their slot, getting it quickly out. Impressive stuff you see, even when they're shorthanded.
That shot. As Aducci will cover it up. That one hurts if you're Benet. They had the 1-0 lead, then a killer penalty, but at least they have the power play right now for 1:31. Take your time, but don't take too much of your time. 2 passes. If the shot's there, shoot. If the one-timer's there, shoot. If it's more than 5 passes, you're taking too much time, in my opinion. That face-off won by St. Rita. Back over to the boards. From one point to the other. That shot. Loose puck. Oh, is it in? Oh, somehow St. Rita able to get that out. Aiden O'Brien with a last-ditch effort. Hollweck shot blocked. Hollweck, second chance for Hollweck. Great job of the assistant captain in Harkins getting a piece of that. No-look backhander off the side of the net. Trying to ice it is the Mustangs. Puck still loose at the corner, up in the air, and they get it out.
Great job by St. Rita there, avoiding the loose puck goal as that puck slipped right through the 5-hole of Dominic Aducci. They're going to get a line change here, hopefully hold off this power play for the next 50 seconds.
Schlie with a nice move. That shot, oh, it's in the net! Schlie scores! He now has double-digit power play goals on the season.
Kyle, stop me if you've heard this before. Hudson Schlie, power play goal. I mean, who else could do it other than the man himself? He has been just an absolute menace to opposing defenses all year on the power play, shorthanded, whatever it happens to be. Takes the puck to the other end of the ice, and Benet is back on top.
What a lethal shot. I thought that Aducci was going to have that all the way, but Hudson Schlie proved me wrong like he's done most of the season. 24 goals on the year now for Hudson Schlie, and Benet desperately needed that one.
Yeah, after the penalty from St. Rita, I think they also were looking to capitalize on St. Rita's mistake there. They did just that. A little bit less than a minute to go in this first period. Can they close it out going into the intermission with a lead?
So both teams have committed a penalty. Both teams have scored on the power play. Should have Aducci had that? Maybe, but he's been so good most of the night. He's got to be able to have one mistake, right? That shot goes wide. Should he have covered up that 5-hole better on Hollweck's shot? That a nice hit on Porro, as was delivered by Gentile. But other than that, Aducci's been great, but great goalie meets great goal scorer. That time, the goal scorer won the battle.
Yeah, it's the immovable object against the unstoppable force. Something's got to give.
Nice pass right on target to the blue line, and toe drag attempt. Reading it well was Gavin Jedlicka, and then back over to neutral ice inside Bennett's territory. In their own zone and zip code, let's see what they do with it. Instead, they'll skate behind their netminder in Ciesla. A lot of action, partner. 2-1 lead for Benet. Alex Karras was in the box, and St. Rita took advantage. But you know what? When Benet got their power play opportunity, Hudson Schlie and the Redwings made the most of it.
Seeing some good signs from Benet here, because they've been in this situation before. An early penalty leads to a goal that they really shouldn't have let up. Able to answer right back. They look good heading into the second period.
So we'll stick with the action. 2-1 lead for the Benet Academy Red Wings. This is going right into Bennett's game plan. Get an early lead and stick with it. It was tied. They gave up a penalty they shouldn't have, but St. Rita made the same mistake. Benet took advantage. Hudson Schlie scored. You like that the first goal of the game, though, was by Hudson Hollweck. It was somebody else than Hudson Schlie.
Yeah, it's good to see that Bennett's other scorers and their other options on the ice are, I guess getting in and all the fun.
Yeah.
Just shows that Benet is going to continue to want to put shots on goal. And it's not just a couple guys you got to look for. Anybody that's out there skating on the ice, they have the potential to put it in the net at any given time. St. Rita's really got to be on their toes now that they're going into the second period down 1.
So the live chat is active tonight. What you guys can do is just go on the live chat, just subscribe for a minute. Let us know if there's anything wrong with the broadcast. Trash talk is allowed. I mean, it's a big CCHL rivalry tonight as the Benet Academy Red Wings and the St. Rita Mustangs. Second period, by the way, is coming up next. Brought to you by Recruitlings as Benet Academy up 2-1.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Face-off coming up as they switch ends here, and face-off won by Benet. Over to the red line. Hensel with it. Hensel past the blue line. DeWilkins, backhander, and then it's back over to the board. So Benet with 8 shots on goal, 7 according to the Jumbotron man. As Dicosola falling to the ice. Past the center line, now past the blue line. Rosenthal trying to set it up to DeWilkins. Read well by St. Rita. Trying to backhand it out. Dicosola got a piece of it. DeWilkins off his stick. Then over to neutral ice at the blue line. Up in the air. Dicosola after it. Dicosola sending it off the boards. It was past the stick of Nolan O'Malley. As O'Malley in a battle with Hensel, who will win it. O'Malley wins it. Falling to the ice was Hensel. Now past the blue line. Right on target to the backhand. Past the blue line. Setting it up in front. chance and covered up well by Ciesla. Nice passing that time by St. Rita, but they just couldn't get the shot on net.
Yeah, and that was smart by Ciesla. I think there was a chance, or maybe the thought occurred to him that he could have just not covered that up. Maybe Benet could get out and go be aggressive there. When you're up 2-1, you've been playing defense as well as you can, especially when it's even matched. I think that's the right call by Ciesla, even though there's a face-off right in front of him in the zone.
Face-off coming up. It'll be Gianluca. He's opposed by Hollweck. Hollweck scored to make it 1-0. Off the boards. It was off the stick of Cannon. Nolan O'Malley made it 1-1. And that's where we stand right now, a 2-1 lead. Hudson Schlie with the go-ahead goal. As live stats powered by CCHL.us. Out in front, centering pass, and just couldn't get the shot they wanted on net. Back over to the point. Off the corner. Now played by Vari. Vari will go to the blue line now. Vari skating with it. Feeding his teammate at the face-off circle. That shot very wide. Tough angle shot attempt. Trying to backhand it into Swan. Now over to the neutral zone. Played by Dusek. Dusek with a nice move. O'Rourke got a piece of it. Oh, boy. It's the right call, partner, but here's the problem with the the officiating. If you call that on O'Rourke, you have to call very small trips like that the rest of the night.
Yeah, for playoff matchups such as this, you know, there's some bad blood we've seen between these teams this year. That's not really the call you want to see in this situation. And especially for Benet, that's another 2 minutes. They're going to be down a man, and that was the last time St. Rita got on the board was during their power play. So we'll see what happens. Bennett's been showing some signs of improved defense tonight, but down a man, it's hard to stop the puck from going in the net.
Sure is, partner. So they're going to put Dusek in the box for 2 minutes. I mean, so it was actually before that. Yeah, they say that Dusek got the trip. Vought was near the play but did not hack at the skate. Meanwhile, 2 minutes in the box. Power play hockey for St. Rita. That shot's in the net. St. Rita answers. How about that? Brendan Harkins answers with a wicked hard snapshot. We're all tied at 2, and partner, I think by now, both teams need to know to avoid penalties.
What is the common denominator of 3 out of the 4 goals we've seen? Somebody's been in the box for the team that lets up the goal. Teams got to be a little more, both teams have to be a little more disciplined, just have to know to keep as many men on the ice as they can. I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. A beautiful snapshot from pretty far out on center ice there for St. Rita. They nod this up 2-2, 15 minutes to go in the second period, and here comes that offense we were finally mentioning in the pregame. I think we're starting to see those goals go through.
Yeah. Well, it was ticky-tack. Was it a trip? It was a trip. But like I said, now the officials, every little bit, every little tug at the leg, and the opponent falls down, you got to call a trip the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to call 10 penalties, that's fine, but I don't think that you want to call 10 penalties either.
Yeah, I was surprised to not see any of Bennett's coaching staff or their faithful here at Seven Bridges really get on the refs for that. I thought we were going to see some more disagreements with that call. Maybe we'll see how it goes on. It is a playoff atmosphere after all.
Yeah, CCHL is definitely known for sportsmanship. I mean, it was clearly a trip. I mean, there's nothing really that Benet could argue. The only argument would be like, are you really going to call that? I mean, it's a trip, I guess, but well, here we go. That's the precedent has been set that any little tug at the leg, it's tripping tonight.
We'll see if either team tries to take advantage of that later on.
Yeah, that shot block. And that's a good point that you brought up, Andrew. If you're an opponent and it's in the neutral zone, if you lose the puck, that's not good, as here we go, a one-on-one, make it a 2-on-2. Instead, they'll just do dump and chase. But yeah, that's a good point that you brought up, Andrew, is if you feel a tug at the leg in the neutral zone, do you just fall to the ice and see if the ref's going to call a trip?
Like you said, the precedent's been set, and if you want to potentially get away with the one, maybe you know that you have help behind you if it's not called. Might see some of that flopping that we always talk about in the National Basketball Association out here.
St. Rita hockey. They have played Benet well. Benet has played very well tonight. Now St. Rita, according to our scoreboard operator, leading in shots on goal. It's been tough for Benet to play St. Rita this season. They had a 2-1 lead. They are 0 for 2 on their penalty kill tonight. Only way that St. Rita's had opportunities is when Bennett's in the box.
just goes to show you how good Bennett's defense can be when they are at full strength. I think the biggest thing is remaining disciplined, keeping those guys on the ice. St. Rita really hasn't had a clean look at the net when that is going on for Bennett.
It just seems like everything is tough for St. Rita on offense, and everything is fairly easy for Bennett when they're on offense.
Everything's been coming up Bennett tonight, and as long as they, just keep their guys on the ice, making smart decisions when it comes to hockey IQ, as that puck flies right over the boards. But yeah, keep making smart plays, keep your guys on the ice. Everything's been coming up Bennett, and I think everything will continue to come up Bennett if that's the case for them.
St. Rita Mustangs, they were state champions as late as 2012. They won the Kennedy Cup in 2012 and 2008, and before that, 92, 84, and 1975. So it's been a little bit of a struggle for the St. Rita hockey team in the Kennedy Cup playoffs, but they look good tonight. For Bennett, look, you got to find a way to win this game at your home ice. I just don't know if they have enough in them to lose a close game like tonight and then go to Southwest Ice Arena to force it back here to Seven Bridges.
Yeah, there's always something about playing on your home ice in front of your fans that just really excels your play, especially when you got those line of fans that you see on our screen over there. I mean, who wouldn't be a little extra motivated for the boys behind the net, right?
It's a long drive to Southwest Ice Arena, back over the blue line. St. Rita has it in the slot. Nice pass. Ooh, almost. Got a clean look. The net's off. What is going on? Why isn't the ref blowing? Are you serious?
We play on.
My goodness. That almost turned out badly for Bennett. Look, the reffing has been good, but that was not good reffing. The net's off. You gotta blow it dead right away. And look, if Bennett knocked into it on purpose, then you got to call the penalty right away for delayed game. But you got to call something. You can't just let St. Rita potentially score a goal when the net's off.
Yeah, that was head scratching to say the least. No harm, no foul for either team. We're going to see another face-off here closer to center ice, but yeah, 12 and a half minutes to go, second period.
In baseball, what's the old saying? You never know what you're going to see at a baseball game. Hockey, you don't really get that saying, but I have to say, in the years I've covered hockey, played hockey, never seen that where the ref just let the net come off, and it was deep into the zone, and they didn't blow it dead.
Yeah, that could have spelled disaster for Bennett, like you said. And the referee was looking directly at it. I mean, he was no more than 10 feet away.
Right.
But either way, no harm, no foul.
And that's also not good for St. Rita, because if the net is not at regulation size, as that pass in front, nice save by Ciesla. It was off the stick of 34 and Maloney. As that shot, good stick save by Ciesla, getting it out of the slot. Now back to the blue line. As that shot, another good save by Ciesla. Oh my goodness, what a pass, and the net's off again. Now they blow it dead.
That one was obvious, yeah. If that one didn't get blown dead, yeah. Credit to both Benjamin Ciesla and the net stopping those shots, but as well as the entirety of Bennett's skaters on their defense right there. Really not allowing St. Rita to have too clean of a look at the net, and, putting those shots on goal. Not going to put it exactly where you want to. Ciesla taking advantage of that. Face off right in front of him, but still, it's better to be a tie game right now than potentially let up the game-changing goal right here.
Over to the corner, and you saw in that face-off, both forwards were inching closer to the face-off, and that's something the refs are going to have to look at. As that's a wraparound try. And this is going to be interesting. Did Cannon knock that net off on purpose? That's what St. Rita is arguing. I don't think so, partner, but it was iffy to say the least.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell when it's going that fast. We'll check on the replay here if it appears that case. But yeah, as the referee, when it's going game speed, you tend to err on the side of caution when trying to call that on one of the defending players. I think they got the call right there.
It's close. I mean, Cannon he didn't have to be in that spot, so why is he inching close towards the net? Bennett was in trouble. If you can get away with it, I'm not saying do it, but if you can get away with it, and that's what St. Rita's going to be arguing to Bennett, one-timer chance. It's St. Rita right now. They have all the momentum. Let's see how Bennett answers. They have the puck now. Dicosola to the trailer and Quinlan. Shot. Didn't get much on it, and it's back over behind the net. Out in front, chance for Bennett. Loose puck still in the slot and then cleared by the Mustangs. Cannon with it. As it's last touched by St. Rita. Getting in the way of that passing lane was Gentile, and this could be anybody's game tonight, partner. It looks like it's going to be a 1-goal final unless we get an empty net. Then you might get that late empty net goal, but who's going to score next? That might be determining who wins this game.
Both teams looking really scrappy out here on both ends of the ice. Haven't seen as much physicality as they both came out with, but I'm sure that'll change soon, especially if this game remains knotted at 2.
Calandra over to Karras. Nice pass by Karras. Hensel trying to get it in deep. Can't. Back over to Calandra. At the red line, now to the blue line. Taking him off the puck well as Pals kill, and he killed any opportunity of Benet having a shot on net. Calandra with the glove, trying to keep it in. He's on the pinch attempt. After it was Glenke. Now to the hash mark. Trying to set it up in front. Puck loose in the slot. That shot from DeWilkins. Good save by Aducci. Another chance in the slot, just past the stick, and Calandra was at a bad spot. He could not backward skate. He has to do forward skating, and then shot a save by Ciesla, and then over to the blue line. Hensel trying to get that puck right on stride. Now to the center line. Backhanded pass, dangerous one. Almost stolen away by St. Rita.
Those slow movers through the neutral zone do not want to have that happen. You keep giving them opportunities. At some point, St. Rita's going to get a breakaway still. We see one here.
Here we go. Chance for St. Rita. No look backhander shot. Nice block shot in the slot. Benet clears. Maybe,
Great effort by Alex Karras, both this possession and the previous one, to change the shot of the St. Rita player. Puck didn't even get to Ciesla because of Alex Karras' effort. Really impressive of what we've seen from Bennett's defense, especially Karras tonight.
Yeah, they did a good job back checking. So even if Gutkowski wanted to shoot that on net, there really wasn't a rebound try in front. Should he have shot it? Well, maybe, maybe not. But he tried to pass it to the trailer, and it was read well by Karras in the defense.
They're rewarded with a face-off right by their goal they're trying to score on. Let's see what they can do.
Face-off won by the Redwings. Trying to get that shot on net was Murphy. Slow-moving backhanded pass, and here we go. Chance for St. Rita. As that shot, good blocker save by Ciesla to the corner. Rosenthal after it, as he's tied up well by Gentile. Dusek, saucer pass, and Murphy wasn't ready for it. And icing called against Benet. 2-2 the score, and in these close games like this, Andrew, these refs have to be careful. Sometimes players get lazy and they'll try to dump it in deep right before they get past the center line, and it's up to the refs to set the precedent. Look, you got to get right to the center line before you dump. If you do a lazy dump in before you get to the midway line, we're going to call icing. But that's up to the refs to set that precedent.
Yeah, I think it's been rather consistent tonight as we see referee talking to a couple of the forwards out here on the face-off. A little ambitious. That's all right.
Gutkowski will not be able to take the face-off. Instead, it'll be O'Brien. O'Brien won it to the blue line. That shot, nice save by Ciesla. He'll cover it up. Gutkowski was after it, and gut check time for Benet. Look, they were up 2-1, but no longer. It's a 2-2 game, and if they're not careful, they could be trailing going into the third period.
Yeah, this is where we're going to really see the toughness of this Benet team and of the St. Rita team as well. Who can, despite the mistakes that both teams have made so far, who can really overcome those as we pass the halfway point of this game to take that lead, get that key goal maybe, whether it happens to be on a power play, whether it happens to be at even strength. Who can get that next goal to really put them ahead going into the final period?
At the neutral zone, now at the blue line, no look backhander as he's feeding it over to Maloney. Maloney falling to the ice, Alpeter after it. Now picked up by Benet. Dentice was after it. Vought was after it as well. Out behind Aducci. And then a tap pass attempt over O'Brien to the blue line. Played well by St. Rita. Trying to fit that pass into a tight window and was somewhat able to. Meanwhile, back over to St. Rita's end. Off the glass. Dicosola touches it. Now he's after it. Right on the stick. 2-on-2. Vought after it. Vought will play it, setting it up in front. He was trying to feed it to Alpeter. St. Rita leading in shots on goal, 16-10. To the corner, no look backhander in the slot, picked up by the Mustangs. Mustangs at neutral ice now. Past the center line, no ice as the linesman saw it all the way. O'Rourke lost it. Gentile after it, as is Dentice. 2 Benet players to 1 Mustang. Vought after it. Near the CCM sign, back in deep. O'Rourke on his backhand, switching the forehand. O'Rourke lost it again, getting it back. He's tied up well behind the net by Gianluca. Now to the corner. Alpeter after it, as well as GENTILE. Now to the blue line. On the forehand, setting it up from one defenseman to the other. That shot saved by Ciesla. Can't cover it up. Loose puck. And then he finally gets a glove on it. St. Rita continuing that forecheck pressure.
They're coming at him pretty hard right now. It is up to Benet to be able to withstand that. Luckily, Benjamin Ciesla has been a brick wall over there, especially when the team is at even strength with the amount of skaters that St. Rita has on the ice. They'll have a face-off here. Still 7.5 to go in the second period. But Benet's defense is looking promising.
Another chance here. It'll be Dicosola. Face-off won by St. Rita, and they try to shoot it directly off the face-off win. Out in front, Quinlan swinging a miss on the pass. Puck still loose in the slot. Quinlan was after it. Porro has it now. 3-on-3. Porro trying to get an edge on the defense. After it was Willett. Porro again. Stolen away by St. Rita. They got a man up in front. Here comes Vari. One-on-one now. Vari taking off the play. Set up in front. Backhander. Didn't get much on it.
Great job by Nick Calandra to get back there. Not make it easy for the St. Rita offense right there. Really changed that shot. Was just a slow dribbler heading towards the goal.
And look, these aren't official stats by the Jumbotron guy, but it just shows you how this game has changed after St. Rita tied it at 2-2. It's been all Mustangs in terms of the forecheck.
That momentum shift's a big thing, and we talked pregame on you can't let the St. Rita team get some momentum. It seems that they play off of that quite a lot. Kind of is what they build off of, maybe talking in those huddles in the locker room during the intermissions. Do not want to let them continue to keep going. Benet really wants to get on the board as soon as they can.
If you're just joining us, it's a 2-2 score as Brendan Harkins scored to make it 2-2. Last penalty was committed by Thomas Dusek, and they actually called hooking instead of tripping. That shot is saved by Ciesla. Alex Karras was called for interference. Then Richie Glanke for roughing. And that's where we stand, partner. Each team has scored on each team's penalties.
Seems like each team's throwing their haymakers right now. We've seen power play goal from both teams at a couple times. A couple penalties go both ways. Both teams throwing their best. Which team can continue to throw punches as we continue on?
Just avoid mistakes.
That's rule number one, I think we've seen from both teams.
Right now, according to the scoreboard operator, an interesting decision. Always got to get back in his net. Good job by Ciesla being quick to get back into the crease. After it is Glanke. And, you know, it's easy to say in hindsight, what should have Ciesla done there? Well, maybe try to pass it to the other side. But it's so hard to change direction on the pass, especially when you're goalie. It's hard to skate, first of all. Second of all, to be a good passer. That's the reason why Martin Brador was so good at that, and it was why he was so honored by players and fans how good he was at passing. Meanwhile, that pass to the center line, Rosenthal plays it off the board, past the stick of Gutkowski. Dusek is after it. Out behind Aducci, O'Malley. He's after that puck. It's out the corner. O'Malley got a piece of it. O'Malley calls for it, gets it back. Past the blue line. Now Cannon steals. Cannon, was he past the center line? The nearest official says yes. We play on. That shot. Rebound try. Another rebound try. Puck still loose in the slot. Oh, boy, how did that not go in? And now goes to the corner. Each team, especially Benet, though, huge hit delivered at the blue line as O'Malley falls to the ice. Great job taking him off the puck. The intensity increases as we get to 5 minutes left in the period. That shot. Save. Ciesla trying to play with it, and he does. He's able to get his glove off the puck and send it to a teammate. Dusek. Past the center line, now past the blue line. Redwings can't stay on side. Fans can't believe it, but partner, that's the right call.
That is the right call. I think that aggressiveness that they tried to set out with in this match has gotten to them right there. Other than that, I think they've been playing it well. I mean, we saw them really should have had a goal there with the amount of pressure that they had, amount of bodies they had in front of the net there. I think both teams really kind of feeling a sense of urgency. You're seeing a little more harder hits than you have seen in the rest of this period. Kind of realizing that whoever scores the next goal has a huge advantage for the rest of this game. Potentially might be the game winner.
Stolen away, nice play by GENTILE. Near the face-off circle, Alpeter with a beautiful pass. Here we go, 2-on-2. Vought leading the charge. That shot, easy save by Aducci as he uses his stick to his advantage and sends the puck over to the corner. Near the face-off circle. On the check attempt, and then Karras wisely backs off the check. He's got to avoid any more penalties tonight. To neutral ice. Played right now by St. Rita. Feeding his teammate. Right on target with the pass. Shot. Good save by Ciesla again. Man, has he come up huge the last 3 minutes.
It's been a brick wall right now with all these shots coming in from St. Rita. If Benet could just hold them off, finally convert on one of these aggressive forechecks they have, could come up big for him.
Now with it is Vari in front. Good job getting a stick of it as Ciesla in the slot. Alpeter. Oh, buddy, I think Alpeter, that pass in front, chance. No look pass. Slapper, good save by Ciesla. Joseph Tracy, can't believe it. Nice slap shot, but even better save by Ciesla.
A couple opportunities for St. Rita. Benet almost got it out. Puck ends up right in the lap of a St. Rita forward, right near the goal. Great job by Ciesla. His head's been on a swivel all night, looking all directions. Been doing a good job passing and just standing in front of that goal, doing his thing.
You know, hockey's one of those sports, you don't think of it a lot, but the difference between a slap shot and a snapshot, that split second at times it takes to get that stick up in the air, it gives the goalie another split second to get ready for the save. And maybe if Tracy had done a snapshot there instead of a slapper, it would have been a goal, but you know, it's easy to say hindsight. That's why that South Park episode of Captain Hindsight is so well known.
Yeah, no, you got that right. And I think one of the more invaluable elements of hockey is time. You give someone a little extra time to make a pass, to make a save. Huge hit right in front of us. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you give us a little, any of these players a little bit of extra time, they might capitalize on it and take advantage.
Dicosola shakes it off, gets back into the zone, and the hit was delivered by McIntyre. And here's the thing, partner, knowing that as there's a chance in the slot, just pass the stick. But now both teams have to realize each team's power play special team is fabulous. The next penalty that either team gives might be the game. So there's a time for a check, and then there's a time to avoid the check. You have to know where you are on the ice at all times. Know your steps. If it's more than 3, you can't hit, otherwise it's charging. Out behind the net, now near the corner. It's a 2-2 tie. Benet has not trailed all night. Each time they were up 1-0 and 2-1, they went into the box, and St. Rita capitalized. Shot goes wide and actually went off the net. Will stop play. 2-13. 22 shots on goal to 12 for Benet. I think it's a little different. It might be 15 or 18 for Benet, but regardless, I do agree that St. Rita is ahead in shots on goal, and that's troublesome because this is Bennett's home ice, not St. Rita's.
Yeah, and Benet, you know, no shortage of actual opportunities to get the shot off. They've done a great job getting the pass out from the board, center it to the middle, and somebody just usually cannot get a stick on it. They continue to do that and continue to at least get themselves opportunities to put it into the net, at least get a shot off. That spells success for them in the future.
Only time that St. Rita has dominated, I mean, anytime that Benet has dominated St. Rita, they were up 3-1 on the Mustangs, and then they gave up 4 unanswered goals. But then Gentile got ejected for fighting, and Benet came back. One of those goals was a garbage goal, but they did tie it up at 5, and then Dusek scored in overtime for the 6-5 win. That shot, blocking the shot well. Back over to the blue line, Rister, another block shot. It's so hard for Benet right now to get him on net. Another chance for Benet. And Cannon decides to pinch, and he has a player, his teammate, to help out. DeWilkins was there to help out as Cannon pinched out in front. There to steal it briefly was St. Rita. Now Cannon, slow-moving pass, slapper. Aducci's there to finish the save. Good shot by O'Rourke, but he's a little off balance, made it easy for Aducci to have the save.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a much different St. Rita defense than we saw in the first period when Benet was seemingly firing at will towards the net, getting pretty clean looks no matter where they went or where they were on the ice. Now St. Rita really showing a little more formidable of a defense out of them. Benet not really getting too many clean looks at the goal.
Now to the face-off circle. Backhander over to Gentile. They have slowed him down, partner, and Vari. Really, Benet has done well. I mean, Ciesla, let's give credit where credit is due. Ciesla has been fabulous.
Absolutely, yeah.
But Benet is limiting the opportunities for St. Rita to get shots right in the slot, right in front of the net. And last touch by Vari, and he points at himself. Vari did, what did I do? Well, you were past the blue line before the puck was, which is offside, otherwise known as cheating. And they're going to say it was on purpose offsides.
You think he's going to the ref saying, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying?
Did you ever read that article about the kid that did a science project about how Tom Brady cheats? And he did a science project of how Tom Brady got away with Deflategate.
Seriously?
Just Google it. It's nuts. It was the last time Brady was in the Super Bowl with the Patriots.
Did he get an A on it, I hope?
Yeah, I think he won first place at the science fair.
That's impressive.
And it's been a while since I read the article, but I think the kid said, I don't want to watch the Super Bowl this year because Brady cheats.
I hope his teacher wasn't a Patriots fan. And then probably got an A, like you said.
Off the boards. Played over the blue line. Beautiful move. Look, this isn't junior hockey, but some of these players, they're going to be playing college hockey, partner.
Yeah, just the speed that they move, all while maintaining just the pure skill that they have with the puck. I mean, it's really just impressive to watch them skate, let alone handle the puck and coordinate these passes and offensive attacks the way they do.
See what St. Rita wants to do. I think they'll be a little conservative. They do send the puck up to the blue line. Now Benet will have to get the puck out quickly. 3 seconds left in the period. No-look backhander. And that'll do it for the second session. 2-2 score. Final thoughts, partner. It's a tie game. If Benet had avoided the penalty box, they'd be winning right now.
The story of the game is those couple penalties from both squads, really. You mentioned before, the next penalty that's committed, the next time we see someone in a box, might spell disaster for the team that committed the penalty. We'll see if either team looks to capitalize that in the third period.
So we're going to take a break, and then we'll go to our camera 4-shot second period analysis here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
How's it going, everybody? Kyle Smith along with Andrew Diedrich. 2-2 score. Benet has played well, but St. Rita, a lot more shots on goal than Benet, and those 2 penalties by the Red Wings cost them.
Yeah. I mean, we saw it time and time again where Benet builds the lead, penalty gets one of their guys in the box for a little bit. Just hard to overcome that on defense. St. Rita's been able to put the puck into the net, rather, both times that they have had the power play advantage against Benet. Got to clean that up into the third period.
Aducci's been good, but there have been times where he hasn't been as good. You talked about the 5-hole. They've been attacking that. It went past his 5-hole. The puck was loose in the crease, and then luckily it was poked out by St. Rita. And the goal that Schlie scored, it was good, but you could make the argument Aducci should have had that one.
Yeah, I mean, Hudson Schlie, of course, a wizard with the puck, as we've seen all season. But still, you have to hope, or you have to imagine that in other circumstances, your goalie's going to get a glove on that, potentially turn it out, get a fast break going the other way for you. Maybe one that St. Rita wants back, but still not one that they have to hang their head on because they still have a chance to win this game.
And I think what's key of this game for Benet, look, St. Rita has 22 shots on goal to just 14 for Benet, but a lot of those shots on goal have been from tough angles. Bennett's doing a good job forcing them in a tough angle shot opportunities, and just not a lot of opportunities in the slot on rebound tries for the Mustangs.
Bennett's defense has been solid. Look for them to continue to be solid out there. They're doing really well on the back check, getting back when Benet continues to push into their offensive zone. We've seen them change the shots of a lot of St. Rita guys all over the place, and of course, Benjamin Ciesla's holding it down on the goal.
The key of this game is, look, both of St. Rita's goals were on the power play. Benet has also scored in the power play. Are we going to see another penalty? As both teams know, each team has capitalized on their respective power plays.
You have to wonder if the coaches in the locker room are telling them maybe, take the foot off the gas a little bit, right? Maybe pump the brakes a little bit. You still want to go out, try to be aggressive, but, don't take those 3 steps into a check. Don't even give the refs an opportunity to take you out of the game and make this a much easier chance for the other team to score.
So they did call hooking, not tripping on Thomas Dusek. 2-2 tie. What's your prediction? I think Bennett's going to win because they've been the better team when it's even strength, but still, they have committed penalties when they haven't needed to during that losing streak that they just had.
I also will take Benet here to get maybe a late goal in this third period, avoid the overtime if they can. I think that Andrew Schlee's going to just make sure that they come out disciplined, that they have their heads on straight, and that they're going to continue to play the good hockey that we've seen from these first 2 periods.
All right, well, you have it for you there, guys. Our hypothesis is Benet winning 3-2 in regulation. We'll see if that happens, or if we get overtime hockey. If we get overtime hockey, it's 5 minutes of 3-on-3, and if it's still tied after that, it will be a shootout. We're going to take a break. Third period coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Third period of action as Benet Academy and St Rita are tied at 2 goals apiece. And partner, story of this game, special teams. When one team's on the 5-on-4, they're scoring goals.
I mean, it makes sense to even the most casual of fans. The less guys you have on the ice, the harder it is to stop the other team from scoring. Can both teams stay disciplined, stay at even strength as we go through the 17 minutes of this third period? We will see for ourselves.
I think Bennett's going to win, but yeah, they got to find a way to avoid penalties. And that's one of the reasons they lost 5 in a row in the CCHL. Every time they get a lead, they do something stupid. And I'm not saying that every penalty is stupid, and sometimes they're ticky-tack, like the hooking on Dusek. I mean, yeah, it was hooking, or yeah, it was tripping.
I agree.
There's a little ticky-tack. But look, you got to know your refs, and you got to know, like, especially the captains talk to each ref before the game starts, and they ask them, okay, what are you looking for on a charge? What are you looking for a tripping? And they'll tell the captains usually what they're looking for. And the captain tells the assistant captain then tells some of his teammates what they're looking for. And you got to know that going into the hockey game. And so, like, for Dusek, was that a ticky-tack call? I mean, yeah, but you shouldn't have been in that spot in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think bringing up the fact that the captains talk to their referees, maybe, you know, some other senior members of the team have some more insight towards the younger guys.
Or the coaches will ask the refs what they call.
Yeah, you definitely want to see some leadership on both ends of the ice here. Who's going to step up and, you know, be the guy in the locker room to say, hey, we need to do this, this, and that better? Who's going to be the person that helps put one last puck in the net to come out with a W?
Man, that was a clean face-up. Bennett better be ready to go because season's on the line. You don't want to be down 1-0 in the Kennedy Cup going back to Chicago.
Yeah, especially since Game 2 would be at St. Rita's home rink. Do not want to go down 0-1 heading out there.
And, like, you know, it's a long drive. I mean, every drive for Bennett is pretty long since they're the furthest team. I guess Marmion, they play in Aurora, they play in Geneva, that's further. But Geneva, of course, just, you know, right up north on Route 53. But, Yeah, 22-14 in shots on goal for St. Rita. After it was 2-2, a snapshot that Harkins got into the net. Should Ciesla have had that? Possibly, but at the same time, for Benet, look, avoid the penalties, and Ciesla doesn't have to be in that tough spot.
Yeah, the defense has been great when they're all out in the ice, helping Ciesla. You know, they're changing the trajectory of shots, making it tougher on St. Rita to get a good angle towards the net. And other than that, Ciesla's been great. Really no complaints for either goaltender.
Correct, yeah.
To be honest with you.
You could make the argument that that Schlie should not have scored that second goal. It was still a nice shot, as that's covered up well by Aducci. Other than that, both goalies are playing well. That's why it's a 2-2 game, and it could be a 3-2 final. It's a big game for Benet. For St. Rita, I think they would still be okay being down 1-0, going back to Chicago, because look, even though it's been a season split, St. Rita has dominated most of the time when they played Benet outside of tonight. And even still, I mean, even though Benet has been on the forecheck more, that's off the post! Goalie's best friend there. It went near side, though, so Aducci will always make the argument. See, I played him to... it would either go off my pad or the post.
Right, yeah. I mean, that was a screamer coming in towards Aducci, but he's thankful that the goals weren't made to be about 1.5 inches larger, or else Benet would have another goal next to their name up on the board there.
And the refs, too, it's a tough job. Every penalty can change the complexion of the game, and when the net falls off, they got to call it right away. Meanwhile, past the blue line. After it is Swan as he sends it up to O'Brien. O'Brien has played so many minutes tonight. Over to Getkowski. And now stolen away by Benet. Back over to the Mustang. Tapped over from defenseman to defenseman. O'Malley has it now. And then over to the boards as he sends it up to O'Brien. And out of play into the Benet bench. And with 15-14 to go, it could be one of those games. Next goal wins.
Who's going to break through? Are the floodgates going to open? Are we going to see a whole bunch of scoring in this third period? I'm asking so many questions, I don't even know where the answers are. I guess we just have to wait and see.
What's the old saying? There are no stupid questions, only stupid answers.
Yeah. And depending on what happens here, some of my questions might end up being stupid, but that's for the viewers to decide.
Did you did you see that video of the field reporter that forgot that the Lions play in a dome?
Yeah, because they asked Todd Bowles if it's going to be cold for them and how that's going to affect them. And wait a second, Ford Field's indoors. It's enclosed. It's air conditioned and furnace.
And Todd Bowles is like, yeah, for the first couple of minutes when we get off the bus, it'll be in the 30s, but then we get into Ford Field, it'll be in the 90s. At least he had fun with it. Like she made a mistake, and he's going to have a little fun with her about it.
It's nervous to get up there on the stand and talk to somebody who's, a professional coach or player, whatever it is. So, shout out to that reporter. It's going to be all right.
Her mind was in the right place. Just got to do a little bit more research.
A bold strategy, Cade. We'll see if it pays off for him.
Puck concealed. The refs are doing their best to tell the players, keep tapping at it, keep tapping at it. Oh, no! Oof, that was close. I thought that I saw a Benet player tug at the jersey of Jack Willett. St. Rita wants a call, partner.
Definitely a lot of pushing, shoving, grabbing going on over there. I don't see any of the hands up from the referees, though. We play on. I do think that's the right play, or the right call, rather, by the referees at this point in the game. As we get up, speak of penalties. Wait just a minute, folks. St. Rita player is writhing in pain down there on the ice. Goodness gracious.
Oh, that's dangerous, partner. Now it's not the question of if it's going to be a penalty. Is it going to be 5 or 10 minutes? So you watch the original one. Yeah, it sure looked like it was roughing against Dentice. They don't call that one. We're going to watch the other penalty in a second. Oh, boy, he is still not getting up. As it looks like number 4, Antonio Gentile, and that's going to do it for Dentice today. His day is over.
Looking back at the replay, that does look like a pretty blatant check from behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a game misconduct. If it's blood, it's 5 minutes in the box for another player. Dentice's night is over, of course. It's unnecessary, and that's what Andrew Schlie is going to tell these players. Your heart's in the right place. You want to keep the intensity there, but your head's not. You got to have high hockey IQ. If we're up 4-1, I'll allow it, but we're not up 4-1. It's 2-2. And now St. Rita has the power play. Their best player's day might be over, but they still have Christopher Vari and other players that can get that puck past the netminder.
Yeah, I mean, so much passion in these players' hearts play in this game, and it's hard to control that at all times. Whether you're on offense or on defense, you just want to do whatever possible for your team to win. So you can't really fault a guy too much for his heart's in the right place. He was trying to make the right play, and you really just hope for the St. Rita players' safety down there on the ice. Still down after a couple minutes.
Holding the head.
Sending best wishes. That's number 4 for St. Rita.
Yeah, that's Vari. I mean, that's Gentile.
Yeah, he's the leading goal scorer and points leader for St. Rita this year in league play, at least.
He scored 3 times on the power play. They're going to have a power play. Who else to have on the power play but him? But they're not going to have him. And if it was on the side, it was close to the board. So even if he hit him off the side, it might have been boarding anyways. If he's right next to the boards, it's a clean hit.
Yeah, no, I was not surprised to see the ref's hand go up either way.
It's definitely boarding. I watched it again. He was to the right of the hash mark, so it would have been boarding even if it's not from behind.
Just a good sign to see him up and walking. Best wishes to him. And St. Rita's going to have a power play resulting off of that Benet penalty. Going to get 5 minutes in the box.
So somebody else is going to have to serve it for Dentice. And at this point, partner, win the face-off and ice. And here we go. It gets chippy with these parents, and that was a cheap shot. What else can you say? It was a cheap shot against Antonio Gentile, and you just hope the best for him, and that he can play. Later on this season, Blackhawk Cup coming up. We still have more games in this Kennedy Cup.
And the energy has definitely taken a shift here after that. We'll see what both teams, how they kind of come out feeling after that. St. Rita, maybe they're a little bit inspired. They saw one of their main men go down. What can they do to respond? Try to, come out here, get a goal for him, and put this Benet team away potentially.
All right, here we go. And I'm surprised by this. DeWilkins is going to chase. In a 2-minute penalty kill, I don't mind that, but you're killing it for 4:48.
Yeah, this is a much different situation than what we've seen already, and St. Rita was able to score pretty early on in both those power plays, and those were only 2-minute penalties. This is a much different situation. We'll see if Benet continues to play it this aggressively with, I believe that's Hudson Schlie going after it, but still, having a guy that far down the ice when you're on the 5-minute disadvantage with a man, that's a risky strategy.
Well, look, they're an aggressive team, and you're going to live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword.
Yep.
You're in a playoff game. It's a little interesting because you can still be aggressive, but I wouldn't be aggressive until you get to 3 minutes or 2 minutes left on the penalty kill. But here we go. Now they're getting a little conservative on their PK. Yeah. And for St. Rita, obviously you want to score here, but you don't want to be in a spot where you're overly aggressive and Benet can score shorthanded. So I use the oxymoron aggressively conservative. Right?
It does make sense, though. If you over-pursue and Bennett's able to get it out and get running, keep in mind, this is a Benet team that has a whole lot of shorthanded goals in the CCHL this year, and you still have over 3.5 minutes left of your power play. This is no time to be way overly aggressive, kind of like you said. So St. Rita's just got to play the hockey they can, knowing that they've already scored in the power play twice.
And for Benet, if you get into problems, just ice, ice, ice. Don't even think about it.
Much rather have that than try to be a little bit too cute with it, try to get it out and get a goal and just let up an easy shot at the net.
3 guesses who leads the team in shorthanded goals for Benet?
Do I need 3? Is it Hudson Schlie?
It is Hudson Schlie. Here we go, one-on-one now. Other guys to score, it's a bunch of them. Jack Vought, Gavin Murphy, Gianluca Dicosola, Hudson Hollweck, and Daniel Quinlan over to the blue line. And I hope we wish all the best to Antonio Gentile. We hope it's not a concussion. And you just got to wonder what Dentice was thinking there.
Yeah, you hate to see anybody go down, but especially somebody who's been so impactful for the St. Rita team. To get the team to maybe rally behind his cause, come out and once Gentile's done being treated, maybe he's out here treated to a win. We'll see.
Pass the blue line is now played by Vari. 2:26 left, and offside goes St. Rita. And that's really on Benet, forcing St. Rita out of their comfort zone, and they looked a little out of sorts on offense, and one guy got a little overly aggressive, went past the blue line, and then offside is called.
The aggressively conservative approach, like you said. They only have 2.5 minutes left, so maybe you're starting to feel that sense of urgency that they need something to happen. We'll see if they continue to push the pace, but it looks like Benet is kind of playing this power play the way they want to.
So now it gets back to that 2-minute mark. Now I think you can go in your normal PK. I was just a little intrigued by them being aggressive to start the 5-minute disadvantage, but here we go. 2 minutes remaining on the PK. We started at 5. As this might be a momentum switcher. Here we go, breakaway coming up. Thomas Dusek, he shoots, he scores! What do you know about that, partner? They score shorthanded again.
It's like we predicted it to happen. We did not want to see St. Rita get too aggressive or make any silly plays in the neutral zone. Thomas Dusek with a clean look at the goal. He makes St. Rita pay for it. A beautiful stretch of hockey by Benet to prevent a goal during the disadvantage of St. Rita's power play. And now they lead 3-2 with just under 11 minutes to go. Beautiful stuff by the Benet Red Wings.
Wow. That I can't put it into words. Look, at the end of the day, it's just a beautiful play by Thomas Dusek, but it's like you said, partner, switch to the forehand. Anytime you're on the backhand, you don't have as much strength on the stick. Dusek saw it, he stole it, and that was all speed and shooting after that.
Got to limit the slow-moving puck opportunities in the neutral zone, or someone's going to make you pay. The wonderful Thomas Dusek showed exactly why you do not want to do that if you're any team, but especially in that situation if you're St. Rita. They still have the advantage and when it comes to the power play with a $1:49 left to go, but, I mean, down 1 goal. That's a tough look for these St. Rita Mustangs.
So I think that somebody they either called a timeout or they want to make sure that we have the right amount of time left on the shorthanded, because Benet wants to know this too, and it got so excited one of the fans knocked off our GoPro. But yeah, breakaway goal for Dusek. How about that? They're shorthanded. Dentice is in the box. Great teams pick up their teammates. Was it an ill-advised decision by Alexander Dentice? Yes. But Dusek and his teammates picked him up. They scored, and that's where we stand right now. It is a 3-2 game. And for St. Rita, you got to move past it. You're still on the power play. You can still tie this one up. All you got to do is find a way to win. It doesn't have to be beautiful anymore. It's playoff time. Find a way to score more goals than the opponent. That's the strategy right now.
It could be an ugly win, because an ugly win is still another W in that victory column. St. Rita by no means is out of this, and Benet needs to realize that they're not quite out of the woods yet either, as they still have the disadvantage, and St. Rita has capitalized on the other power play opportunities tonight. Still look for some exciting hockey to come here. Gonna see a lot of aggression and physicality on both ends.
Played by Ciesla. Here we go. St. Rita steals. Can they still score on the power play? They had the power play for 5 minutes to start. Near the slot, block shot by the Red Wings. Scatters over to the hash mark. Over to the blue line as it's sent back into the zone by Glanke. He was in the box earlier. Now Schlie has it, and Schlie will ice. It's interesting how St. Rita's going to recover in this third period. It was 2-2. They had the power play for 5 minutes. Granted, they didn't have Gentile on the power play. And then Benet somehow scores. Not only did they score shorthanded, but it was on a breakaway. Like, how do you recover from that?
Yeah, not a good look when we talk about the momentum that both these teams have. Whichever team has the momentum swinging their way towards the end of the game is going to pull this one out. And right now, everything is coming up Red Wings.
If you're St. Rita, look, obviously you want to score to make it 4-3, but you can't score to make it 4-3 till it's 3-3. Find a way to get it to overtime or win it in regulation. But first things first, don't give up any more goals.
Yeah, you wonder if that's in the back of their mind, depending on how aggressive they're going to be in the last 30 seconds of this power play. If they might lag off a little bit to try and limit that extra goal that might just put them away already.
After it is a forward. Looked like Joseph Palskill. Actually, no, that was Nolan. It was either Palskill and O'Malley. Either way you slice it, there's 24 seconds remaining on the power play. What a goal by Dusek. I mean, that's pressure-filled. You got all the fans watching you on the glass. It's a breakaway. They always say, well, the pressure's really on the goalie on a breakaway. I don't know about that. I think it's a little 50-50 sometimes, especially when everybody on the glass is watching you try to score.
Because they all want one thing, and you want one thing, and you really want to make it happen and put a puck in the net. If it doesn't happen, quite disappointing, but Thomas Dusek, I mean, just a beautiful set of moves and a great shot to get it done.
He's just always there when you don't expect it. He's just there, and he's there, and then he steals, and then it's a breakaway.
And it gets under your skin. That's exactly the type of guy you need on a hockey team, and Andrew Schlie's lucky to have him out in the ice right now for Benet Academy.
We're going to start calling him the hang-around kid. He just hangs around in front of the net, or just hangs around in the
Energizer Bunny. He keeps going and going and going.
The Energizer Bunny. Over to the blue line. That's offside, but Dicosola saw the hand go up by the linesman, and he has to get back onside. And it's going to be icing against St Rita. 8:42 remaining in the period. If you're just joining us, it was 1-0 Benet, then 1-1, then 2-1 Benet, then a power play goal by St Rita. And just when you think St Rita's going to put this one away, they had a power play for a whole 5 minutes. Thomas Dusek, short-handed, scores on a breakaway to make it 3-2. Just when you've seen everything in a hockey game, you haven't seen anything yet. That one goes out of play. 8:36. How about that? Not only did he score on the breakaway, not only was it short-handed, but as of right now, it's the game-winning goal.
That just shows the toughness of this Benet Red Wing team. With all the odds stacked against them, they never put their heads down, saw the opportunity as they saw fit, capitalized on it, and now 8.5 minutes to go. They have the advantage, back at even strength.
The assistant captain in Dicosola will take the faceoff. He was opposed by O'Brien, trying to get it on net. Turnaround shot by Dicosola, goes for naught. Now played by O'Malley. As O'Malley up in the air, his intended target was Palskill. Over to the blue line. Now played by the assistant captain in Dicosola. No look backhanded pass, and Aducci wanted to freeze. St. Rita decided not to. And it's always a hard decision, partner. When your goalie wants to freeze it, you're still deep in your own territory with a face-off, and it allows Benet to get a line change, as that's trying to get it in deep is McIntyre. But if you don't freeze it and you don't break the puck out, then Benet can stay on the forecheck.
Yeah, and that situation's also tough because you know that there's a bunch of guys right around you in the crease, but you're not sure what team they're on. You know, the way we saw the goalie over here turned, he wasn't sure who was around him. It's a hard decision on whether to freeze it or not, depending on who's around you, because you don't just quite know all the time.
Good job reading that pass, but couldn't get the shot on net well. Gutkowski got in the way of that passing lane, but didn't get much on the firing attempt. Now trying to retrieve the puck of the Red Wings. It's a board battle. Who will win it? Benet wins it. Back over to neutral ice. It's played by Thomas Swan. Over to his teammate in O'Malley. O'Malley just couldn't retrieve the pass well, and he tries to send it up. Nice heads-up pass over to Vari. Christopher Vari. His pass, and no one home to retrieve it. Now obtained by Benet. Out of play, oh boy. But he was trying to get it off the glass, so they're not going to call delay game.
Would have been catastrophic if they did. However, I think that's the right call in that place.
Right. In the NHL, remember, the boards are higher and the glass is higher, so when it's accidental like that, it usually doesn't happen in the NHL.
Yeah.
So when it goes above the glass, and these NHL players, some of them are sharpshooters, so they can actually intend for it to go that high, so that's why they call delay a game.
Yeah, those guys are wizards with the puck. I don't know how I mean, I can't even do that with like throwing just a normal ball, let alone a puck with a stick that I'm using. Goodness, man, this sport's hard. I mean, your hat's off to all the people out in the ice right now that are just out there doing the dang thing themselves.
How tough is it for Benjamin Ciesla knowing that he gives up one more goal, that could be the difference maker?
Yeah, you got to imagine that's a thought nagging him at the back of his mind, but I think as he's seen throughout this game, he's got a great set of skaters in front of him that have limited St. Rita's ability to actually get towards the net. And even when that's happened, Ciesla really has not had a lot of trouble fending off all of the shots that St. Rita has, because the scoreboard still shows St. Rita outshooting Benet. And if that's the case, Benjamin Ciesla is looking like one of the stars of the game right now.
Yeah, he's 24-26, nice move. I mean, that's the story of the game, too. I mean, more shots on goal for St. Rita, but they've been shots from tough angles, or they're missing the net entirely. Another save by Ciesla, as they can't get the pass out in front. Limited opportunities for Benet, but the opportunities have been higher scoring opportunities.
Yeah, they have gotten a lot cleaner looks, a lot more passes to the center where they get a clean shot. St. Rita, not quite, you can't quite say the same for them. I mean, both their goals came off of the power play, even when it's even strength, not really getting too many unabated shots right towards the goalie.
If you're wondering, the save percentage for Aducci right now is 82.4, and for Benjamin Ciesla, 92.3. And now it's decision time for the St. Rita coaching staff. When do you pull Aducci out in front? As that shot by Dicosola just goes wide. I don't think there's any sure time you want to do it. Just when it gets under 3 minutes to go and you get it deep into Bennett's end, go for it. Because there are times you wait too long and then it gets under a minute, and then it gets under 40 seconds. At that point, in my opinion, when it gets under 40 seconds and you still haven't pulled him, it's too late.
Yeah, because it's hard to get anything offensively going when you only have that amount of time with the extra man. You do wonder if St. Rita is considering that shorthanded goal by Benet. It might delay their decision to pull the goalie, might not. I do think this is going to be a pretty dire situation for them. Granted, it's not a must-win game, but losing games is something you never want to do, especially when we're talking the Kennedy Cup playoffs, folks.
What a play by Dusek. Not only did he score the breakaway goal, but the steal shot, he scores! That might be the dagger. Hudson Schlie, rebound try. How is he that wide open in front of the net?
I am asking myself the same question. St. Rita's defense, who has really been pretty good all night, leaving, I mean, one of the more dangerous offensive threats in the CCHL in Hudson Schlie, that wide open. He was in the right place, knew that rebound could come off, puts it in the net, and that might just do it.
Wow, Hudson Schlie, he just kind of hung around. He didn't try to go directly towards the crease. He just kind of hung around, and then St. Rita just lost touch of him, and Hudson Schlie waits for a rebound try, and he scores. Well, look, the story of this game is Dusek with the beautiful steal, shorthanded, stays aggressive. And look, Benet, just keep the puck in deep. You don't have to score any more goals. Backhanded pass attempt. He was trying to feed DeWilkins.
You say don't score any goals. It sure looked like they were trying there for a second,
well,
and here they go again.
He's got a man in open, wide open. Schlie scores! Carter, you might want to cover number 8.
That guy seems to be doing a lot of things for this Benet Academy offense right now. And I'm not wearing anything on my head, but folks, that is a hat trick for number 8, Hudson Schlie.
Oh, right person, right time, Schlie. And that was a mistake by Tracy. He attacked the forward in DeWilkins, made DeWilkins' job very easy. He sees a wide open Hudson Schlie, and when you got a guy that had 23 goals coming into tonight, you might want to feed him right in front of the net like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a hard decision for any defenseman. A 2-on-1 opportunity. Some guy's got the puck in front of you on the left, and then there's a guy on your right. But, I mean, if you had to pick one to cover, it'd probably be Hudson Schlie. That guy seems to be pretty good at putting the puck in the net.
He's pretty good at this hockey thing, it looks like. And as Chance the rapper said, in hockey, let's do that hockey.
If there's anybody doing a hockey tonight, it's Hudson Schlie and the Benet Redwings. They're up 5-2 with less than 5 to go.
Everybody else plays hockey, but for Hudson Schlie, he does that hockey. Well, partner, it's going to be a St. Rita loss tonight. It just seemed like the air left the sails of St. Rita once their best player, Antonio Gentile, had to leave this game.
Yeah, even with the 5-minute power play that they had as a result of him going down on that penalty, I mean, you still saw this as a different offense. They weren't quite snapping shots off as quickly. They didn't quite find the open passing lanes as best as they did before. Just nothing to hang your hat on, really. I mean, this game was close for a good amount of time, but man, a potential catastrophic loss for the St. Rita team.
So in hockey, we do the 3 stars of the game, because Gentile is so necessary for this offense, for this entire St. Rita team. He's going to get my 3rd star. Even though he didn't score, he's going to get my 3rd star.
His presence on the ice really makes a big difference for the St. Rita team. That much is true for sure.
2nd star is interesting. I'm going to say Schlie. I know he got the hat trick, but Dusek's my number 1 star because that was just a brilliant breakaway goal.
Yep, yeah. Without that goal, I don't think Hudson Schlee's 2nd and 3rd goals even come to fruition, to be honest with you. That goal was the big difference maker, getting the momentum swinging, and it's got Benet riding high with 3.5 to go in this match.
Out in front, chance. Nice save by Aducci. And DeWilkins says that he was tugged at with the stick. I mean, we'll watch it on replay in a second. It's gone from bad to worse right now for St. Rita. They're just losing every battle. St. Rita, they're losing the battles. Bennett's stealing. They're getting wide open man in front of the net, making it so difficult for their netminder. Beautiful pass by Hudson Schlie. The puck was already frozen. Are you going to call after the whistle roughing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought that was pretty late anyways. I think that's the right call by the men in the stripes on the ice.
Right. I mean, technically, could you have called it? No, I mean, he didn't go after his body or anything. He just went after the stick. It wasn't really a slash. Anyways, backhanded in by Bennett. Bennett would love that power play because they're going to win this hockey game, but when you're up on a 5-on-4, nice hit, by the way. And now here comes the chippiness. Pushing and shoving, and then Porro is going after O'Malley. And O'Malley is trying to cover for his teammate. Lost Gentile tonight. Look, this game's over. If you're St. Rita, don't get ejected. Don't put it into the CCHL and their decision makers to suspend you for next game. Just take the 5-2 loss and go to Chicago on February 8th.
Yeah, I like the effort and still trying to show some toughness, trying to get your money's worth. You know, being a little physical down here, but yeah, you got to be careful with it. Only 2 minutes only a 2-minute penalty here. Not a crazy loss for them, but right. Do not take yourself out of the future playoff games. That is rule number 1 right now.
In hockey, pushing and shoving can lead to fisticuffs.
Yeah, real quick.
And when there are fisticuffs, then you get ejected and then you get suspended.
Yeah.
And St. Rita can't afford any suspensions.
No, they're going to need to be full strength, especially if they're going to continue to be out without Gentile on their offensive side of the puck.
So, are your 3 stars any different, or do you agree with me?
So, all of your 3 stars are definitely a huge part of why Bennett is going to pull this one out. But I am going to take Hudson Schlie out because, Hudson, you had a hat trick earlier this year. You're great. We know you score goals. Nah, I kid. Hudson Schlie was fantastic tonight. I'm going to give that star to the man in front of the net. Benjamin Ciesla really getting it done out there. The only 2 goals he let up were during the power plays for St. Rita. Other than that, with the help of Bennett's defense, of course, just has been a brick wall in front of their net and is the big reason why this is such a blowout in Bennett's favor.
So if you're St. Rita, the game's over. You're down a man for another minute 12. Do you consider pulling Aducci to work on some stuff with the extra man, or do you not want to show any more extra man stuff to Bennett because you might be in that situation again when the game's closer on February 8th?
I do think that's the right call, just to kind of leave it as it is, go even strength. Don't pull the goalie. I mean, you've had trouble scoring goals all night, and I don't know how much that extra man's going to help, especially with only 2:06 left to go on the clock. The Bennett defense has really looked sharp tonight. Don't show anything that is too crazy. You know, keep your hand close to your chest if you are St. Rita's coaching staff, and I believe that's what they're going to do as we hit under 2 minutes left to go in this game.
Nice win for Bennett. They picked up their teammate, and that's something Dentice is going to have to learn the hard way. But you know what? No damage was done. And you actually did damage down a man.
This is true, yeah. Being able to get that shorthanded goal, I mean, was huge. We really can't overstate the importance of that Thomas Dusek goal, just to set up the rest of scoring that came from Bennett to put this one away.
It's just so demoralizing. A, you give up a shorthanded goal. B, it was the game winner. And C, it was on a breakaway.
Yeah. And none of those things spell anything good for the team that gives it up.
Right. And you're on the road, so I guess that's D. And then option E, you got all these Bennett fans after Dusek scored that are just rambunctious and getting into it, you know, tapping on the glass to annoy Aducci.
Yeah, and as far as Bennett's perspective, this is absolutely what the doctor ordered for the Red Wings. A great win where they come out and just put a couple punctuation marks on this victory against the St. Rita team that's given them trouble this year. Game 2, they're going to play the away ice. They're going to St. Rita's rink. But, hey, I mean, this looks pretty good for Bennett so far in this series.
And game plan 101, you might want to cover number 8. Make somebody else beat you if you're St. Rita.
The guy scores goals. He assists on goals. He's a part of all of the offense that Bennett has had tonight, just about all of it. Yeah, I mean, if you got to follow number 8 into the restroom, make sure you know where he's at when he's in there. if that's what you got to do, if you're St. Rita, you got to do it. You got to somehow slow down Bennett's offense somehow, and that's the first thing that you want to be able to do.
Yeah, I mean, they were in some tough spots tonight. I just think it was a mistake by Joseph Tracy. 2-on-1, DeWilkins had it. Let Jeremy DeWilkins beat you. Cover Hudson Schlie for the rebound try and see if DeWilkins can score with a clean net in front of him.
Yeah. This is a time that St. Rita's going to need a lot of leadership to step up, especially the coaching staff. And you wonder that's something that the coaching staff's going to stress as we continue on into Game 2 next week. Just if number 8 potentially has a chance to get the puck, do not let that happen. Someone else has to do it for him.
If he's going to score from a tough angle, I'll live with it. Like the first goal he scored, we made the argument maybe Ducci should have had that one. The other two, when he's wide open in front, can't have that.
Yeah. Ducci's been great all night, but I don't know of many goalies in the CCHL that would even come close to stopping those last two Hudson Schlie goals.
they were point blank shots.
Yeah,
I don't even know if Patrick Waugh could have saved those. So it's going to end up St. Rita's going to lead in shots on goal, 26-22. But Benet has the last laugh. They're going to lose this 5-2. And look, for the family of Antonio Gentile, we wish him all the best. We hope we can see him on February 8th. If St. Rita wins that, we'd love to see Gentile on February 8th or February 10th. But Benet wins. If they win on February 8th, they win the series and they move on to the Kennedy Cup semifinals. If they lose that game at Southwest Ice Arena, you'll be out of town, but I'll be here with Jerry Baldwin for Game 3, winner take all, on February 10th, a Saturday night game. Final thoughts, partner. Nice win for the Red Wings. Hudson Schlie steps up well. Thomas Dusek with a beautiful breakaway goal.
Yeah, story of the game, of course, Hudson Schlie's hat trick, but so many other players on this Benet Red Wings team really stepped up. The Thomas Dusek goal that just absolutely broke the backs of St. Rita. Benjamin Ciesla just being a force in that goal as we see Benet's fans absolutely hounding their Red Wings coming off the ice. And they deserve it. They played a hard-fought game. I don't know if many other teams in the CCHL were going to stop Benet once they got going the way they did in that third period.
So we're going to take a break. Post-game interview coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Recruitlings. Kyle Smith along with our co-players of the game, Jeremy DeWilkins, and on my far right, Hudson Schlie. Jeremy, big-time win. What were you thinking when Thomas Dusek was on the breakaway with you guys shorthanded?
Tommy's been sick all week. He finally got a break. And I knew he was going to bury it. He always scores on breakaways. I had all the trust in him. I knew he was going to score.
Hudson, what have you worked on in practice? Because Tommy looked very even keel as he got that steal and then finished on the breakaway, even though you guys were down a man.
Yeah, we told him in the huddle as the guy was hurt, I hope he's okay, that we can score on this. We can score. Just lock him down and we can get our chances.
You scored a hat trick. 2 of them were at point blank range. We were joking on the broadcast that maybe St Rita should cover number 8.
That was all my teammates. I mean, it was a great shot by Alex Garris at the point. Got a lucky rebound and got wide open net. And then Jeremy kept it in at the point and made a pass, and I had an open net again. So I owe it all to my teammates. They played really well and just made it easy for me to score.
Aducci was great the first 2 periods, but then after Tommy scored to make it 3-2, what were you able to find weaknesses on him to score to make it 4-2 and 5-2?
The past games we play them, we've tried to focus on shooting far side on him, and we buried our chances when we got them, and he's been solid, but we know we can score on him.
It's tough when a guy's in the box and you guys have a 5-on-4 disadvantage for 5 minutes, but your netminder, Benjamin Ciesla, was there to be the hero once again.
Yeah, we have 2 great netminders, and we have all the trust in the world in them, and he made some great saves for us that allowed us to get that goal on the penalty kill, and we just are very confident in our defense in all our games right now.
Final thoughts about the win, Jeremy, as you guys are up 1-0 going to their home rink on February 8th.
Last year, we learned we can't take game 2 off after losing, so we're going to be ready to go.
That's Jeremy DeWilkins and Hudson Schlie. We're going to take a break. Post-game wrap-up coming up next.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Good evening, everybody. This is the post-game wrap-up brought to you by Recruitlings. Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich. 5-2 win for Benet Academy tonight. And, partner, tonight was about picking up your teammates. Dentice was in the box for 5 minutes, made a mistake, but you know what? Thomas Dusek was there to pick him up. Benjamin Ciesla made all those saves before that big penalty and after that. And you know what? They won 5-2 tonight.
Yeah, just a really great effort all around. Really nothing you can really complain about Bennett's effort tonight. I mean, it was a 2-2 game for a little bit. Thomas Dusek scores that goal in the third. The floodgates really open just to show how dominant this Bennett team can really be when they're firing on all cylinders.
And for St. Rita, they learned a big thing tonight. We got to find a way to play well without number 4 on the ice. They didn't have Antonio Gentile after he suffered an injury from that boarding from Alexander Dentice. Dentice got ejected, and it was just a different St. Rita team. They got to find a way to score goals without number 4.
Yeah, all the best wishes to Gentile and everything. You really do start to get concerned about their offense, though. 5 minutes on the power play. Didn't look like they really got anything going without him on the ice. It's going to be a big factor if they're going to be without him for any period of time.
Right. Look, he's a line 1 player. We get that. But Vari's also a line 1 player. They have other line 1 players, and not line 1 is going to score all the time. Line 2 and line 3 have to contribute too. And it just seems like once he's not in the lineup, they rely too much on him, both passing and creating havoc in front of the net. They got to find a way to get Vari and their other teammates going, O'Malley as well.
Yeah, St. Rita's definitely going to have to come out here looking, having their offense look a lot more well-rounded. Someone's got to step up for them, maybe fill that gap that we saw from a couple of their leading scorers, especially if they're going to be out their leading scorer. We'll see if they can step up. Game 2 is only a couple short days away.
It is, and Thomas Dusek, what a goal that was. Short-handed, did matter. Got the steal. And look, I don't always agree with it, but look, it works. They're aggressive on their shorthanded opportunities, and they're down a man. It doesn't seem like it. Thomas Dusek scores on the 1-0. Hudson Schlie with a hat trick. 2 of them were at point-blank range, but he made the most of those opportunities. His first goal, what a nice goal it was. Aducci was a good goalie tonight, Andrew, but Benjamin Ciesla was the better netminder.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Benjamin Ciesla did not let anything get past him that wasn't on a power play. So, I mean, if you're Bennett, you talk about cleaning up a couple of those penalties. You know, he might have had a clean sheet for all we know. Yeah. We don't know that. And as it goes for their offense or whatever, I mean, you got to guard number 8. I mean, no matter who you're playing or whoever Bennett's playing, you got to know where number 8 is on the ice. Yeah. Hudson Schlie, if you let him get open, he will make you pay.
Right. Push him out, do whatever you can. But look, Hudson was doing a nice job. He was just kind of hiding behind the last defender, so they kind of forgot where he was. Can't do it. Look at your game film if you're St. Rita. If you work on that, it was a 2-2 game. And then after Dusek scored, the air left the sails for St. Rita. I don't think we're going to have as crazy as a game on February 8th, but I have been wrong before. So for our excellent crew, for Andrew Diedrich, for Phil Donahue, and for Eric Ratchey, I'm Kyle Smith, and we'll see you next time on Recruitlings.